We are back playing the dulls. I don't think I've gotten a single tradle this week, which has me very concerned with $270 million. Special purpose ships. Just the honest question, what the hell is copra? Isn't this like dinosaur poop? Mollusks, fish fillet, and ships. I mean, 270 mil is really low. I would be thinking like an island in the Pacific. And I'm not talking about Australia. I'm talking about Tuvalu. We are very close. I'm talking about Vanuatu. I got it. I'm cracked! Who would have thought that if we got one tradle this week, it would be Vanuatu? And I was trying to think what comes after that. Solomon Islands, American Samoa. We know it's not Wallis and Fortuna. Oh, man. It's not going to be Fiji because Fiji has like $10 billion of water exports every year. More survivor guesses. I mean, I'm just going to be honest with you. I like to play by the rules, but my ass is not going to guess Tuvalu for this. I'll start with an Algeria. Oh, closest border, 980 kilometers away. Let's go a little spicy. Check this out. Give me an Andorra. Ooh, it's even closer. It's even closer. It's... It's not possible. Hang on. What about Monaco? Monaco! Oh, it's even warmer. It's 240 from Monaco. I guess it could be like Switzerland. No, it's not. That's not 240. Because then there's like, it's not Italy. Like, that's not 1,000 kilometers, and Sicily is part of Italy. And then like Corsica and Sardinia, these are not independent countries, right? These are administered by Spain and Italy. I said Spain and Italy because I don't know which one it is. What's the one that we always get in GeoGuessr and it looks like they filmed the movie Troy there? It's an island. It has a huge fortress. Starts with an M. Can I get a Malta? That's what I was thinking. Malta, maybe. But I don't know. Isn't Malta closer to like Greece? Like, is one of your Cyprus, maybe your Malta? Okay, let's not go Malta on that one. I'm thinking that might be stupid. Like, let's just run it down, okay? It's not going to be Spain because Andorra is adjacent to Spain. And Monaco's even closer. It's not going to be France because Monaco's adjacent to France. It's not going to be Italy because Monaco's adjacent to Italy. It's not going to be Switzerland because it's closer than 240 kilometers. But it's not going to be... like Liechtenstein, maybe? Liechtenstein? Liechtenstein? It's adjacent to the answer. Maybe it is going to be Switzerland? It is Switzerland. Okay, my mistake. Hey, you know what? We made some bad inferences, but we got there nonetheless. Lowered our average slightly. That's good. We're on a roll today. Worldla. Bro, I'm embarrassed because I know this isn't this country is on its own flag. The flag is this country. But I don't know what it is. Are you Cyprus? I feel like people always, they stand for the Cyprus flag. Okay, it is Cyprus. Okay, we take those. I was about to say that it was Malta, just because I was primed. But we're cruising today. Box office game, August 18th, 2000. Let me put myself in the mindset. This was, I was the summer of 5th grade. Can I go crazy on you with something here? This would be the most insane guess of my life. New Line Cinema, August 2000. I was so tempted to just type Austin Powers, The Spy Who Shagged Me. But anyway, I don't think it is. But I think this DreamWorks movie is probably Shrek. Wrong. Let me get, I mean, it made a lot of money, a decent amount of money for 2000. Let me get the actor. Harrison Ford, DreamWorks. I don't even need the genre. We know what it's going to be. Let me get a tagline. He was the perfect husband until his one mistake followed them home. I don't know what that is. It's not a DreamWorks not animated movie. Is this What Lies Beneath? Starring Harrison Ford and Michelle Pfeiffer? It is. Okay. I didn't know DreamWorks made non-animated movies. Maybe that was like a back in the day sort of thing. How do you know What Lies Beneath? Bro, I was in the 5th or the 6th grade and Michelle Pfeiffer's a baddie. What, you're going to judge me? That's 23 years ago. You never been down bad? You never watched Batman Returns on TBS? Circa 2005? At the movie theater? Bro, I didn't see this at the movie theater. It's a horror movie. I was 12 years old. I would have crapped my pants. Okay, New Line Cinema, 17 milli. Starring Jennifer Lopez from the year 2000. Made in Manhattan. Feels like a little late for Anaconda. Because Anaconda is like pre the Lopez-assance. 2000 is right in the Lopez-assance. Let me get a tagline. It's The Cell. His mind is her prison. You know what? Director would have helped me out a lot on that one. Tarsum Singh, The Cell. Very visually interesting movie for sure. Okay, Paramount Pictures. Starring Steve Harvey. 2000. This is the original Kings of Comedy. That's a gimme. There's 4 Kings of Comedy, and yet Bernie Mac doesn't make top 3 billing. There's no disrespect to D.L. Hewley, okay? But like you got Steve Harvey, D.L. Hewley, Cedric the Entertainer, and Bernie Mac. You're not going to put Bernie Mac in the top 3? D.L. Hewley? What are you... It's a star-studded cast. I didn't know he acted in movies. This is just a 4-pack of stand-up comedy. It's not like a fiction film. This is just 4 stand-up comedy sets back to back. Made $53 million at the box office. Year 2000. Warner Brothers. The genre is action-adventure thriller starring Clint Eastwood from the year 2000. I know this. It's called Dark Blue. Dark Blue? Is this crazy? Am I in? Okay, no. Something like that. It's something like that. Space. Oh, no, never mind. It's Space Cowboys. This is not a thriller. Space Boys. Okay, I've seen Space Cowboys. Clint Eastwood, Donald Sutherland, Tommy Lee Jones, maybe Robert Duvall. Can't remember who the 4th actor. Oh, the 4th actor is James Garner. My mistake. That's James Garner. Okay? This movie is ex-astronauts who are now old go back to space. Warner Brothers, $23 million. It's probably a comedy. Sports comedy from the year 2000, starring Keanu Reeves. This is weird for me because it's not Hardball. Because I remember Hardball opened the weekend after 9/11. And my parent, I mean, like everybody else in the world, we were watching CNN like 22 hours a day. And I remember they trotted out like the movie analyst. And they were like, what do you think the effect of 9/11 is going to be on the box office? And then they were like, we think Hardball is going to crush it this week because people need the smile. For whatever reason, that moment lives rent-free in my head. Tagline. Throw the ball, catch the girl, keep it simple. Actor 2. Gene. Oh! Gene Hackman, The Replacements. The Replacements. Big weekend at the multiplex. Did pretty well here. What is a win in box office game? Is that getting all 5? We've only done it 8 times. That's tough. How are 1/3 of people better than that? Chat GPT. I had Chat GPT cheat in Wordle for me, and you won't believe the results. Thread emoji. I should just mute the thread emoji on Twitter. That would save me so much grief. Okay, I see Land Before Time. I see long necks, 3 horns, and little foot. Okay. Last Revenge House. This would be Last House on the left, which apparently is about revenge. I see My Neighbor Totoro, and I see Live Aid, which is Bohemian Rhapsody. Okay. And then Ghibli goes here. You go here. Okay. And then dude, My Left Foot. Dude, it's so fast. Bohemian Rhapsody, The Land Before Time, My Neighbor Totoro, and Last House on the Left, My Left Foot, starring Daniel Day-Lewis. Okay. That one was, we were cruising on that one. Take me to the reversey. Remember, there's themes, okay? Themes. Cults is a theme. Children of the Corn, Midsummer, The Wicker Man, From Dusk Till Dawn. Sounds right to me. Vampires, maybe. We got Twilight, Let the Right One In, From Dusk Till Dawn. Okay. And, maybe Cult is Eyes Wide Shut. And then, I don't know what else has a vampire in it here, just off the top of my head. Oh, Blade, maybe. Then we got Meet Joe Black. It's about like an angel. Seven Seal is death. Movies about with death involved in a big way. Seventh Seal. Is death in Bill and Ted? That makes sense to me. Is that the guy on the cover? Like the really pale guy on the cover going, yes, okay, thank you. And then movies with girl in the title. Girl, 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 girl. Eyes Wide Shut is Cult. Blade is vampire. Midsummer, Let the Right One In. These are vampire movies. What? No, they're not. What are you talking about? Well, these are hot swapped. And then Let the Right One In, Girl with the Dragon Tattoo, Midsummer. Movies are originally movies that take place in Scandinavia or Sweden. Yes. Well. Setting Sweden. Okay. How many of these have I seen? I've seen The Seventh Seal. I've seen all of these. I've seen all of the Swedish movies. I've seen the 2006 Wicker Man. I've seen From Dusk Till Dawn on TBS. I've seen Gone Girl. I've seen Blade many times. Yes, not the bees, not the bees. They're in my eyes. You're doing it for nothing. Killing me's not gonna bring back your goddamn honey. Puss in Boots, so good. I had the chance to watch it on an airplane that I was on last month. Instead, I watched Best in Show, which you could probably tell because I keep quoting Best in Show. Pine Nut, etc., etc. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles to A Quiet Place. So we're trying to get to Jim from The Office or the lady from Live, Die, Repeat, who is also in like the Mary Poppins reboot. I can do this. We're trying to get to... Well, what else has John Krasinski been in? Movie-wise, not that much. So I think we should take it simple. We should try to get to Tom Cruise. I think there's an easy-ish way to get to Tom Cruise. Like, this guy might be the connection, dude. William Fichtner can take you to Heat. Then you got De Niro, Pacino, Tom Sizemore, Val Kilmer, Ashley Judd, Natalie Portman, like you're cruising. I'm just enjoying thinking of Heat right now. You also got The Dark Knight, takes you to Heath Ledger, takes you to Christian Bale, takes you to Morgan Freeman, takes you to Gary Oldman, takes you to Aaron Eckhart. Like you're going crazy already. William Fichtner is also in Armageddon. Takes you to Bruce Willis, Ben Affleck, Michael Clark Duncan, Steve Buscemi. Like, it's just, this guy's been in everything, man. Tony Shalhoub takes you to Men in Black. Takes you to Will Smith. Will Smith and Tom Cruise been in a movie together? Don't think so. Tommy Lee Jones gets you to Harrison Ford. Harrison Ford gets you to The Expendables. Expendables gets you to Tom Cruise, gets you to Live, Die, Repeat. I mean, there's probably an easier way. Don't get me wrong. Maybe there's like a voice acting connection. I just want to this. We put some respect on William Fichtner's career, okay? I mean, this. Let's ignore maybe like the last 5 years and then start taking it down here. Okay, from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles back. Okay, listen. He's been in a lot of garbage too. Date Night, Steve Carell. Oh, you know what? We should try to connect to. If we're trying to get to Tom Cruise, we should try to connect via Tropic Thunder. That should be easy mode. Tropic Thunder. Wait, there's Christian Bale again. Crash also has everybody on Earth in it. Tropic Thunder. Ben Stiller. Jack Black. Al Pacino. Not playing himself. I'm blanking. Matthew McConaughey, Tom Cruise, Steve Coogan, Black Hawk Down, Josh Hartnett, lots of Tom Hardy, Perfect Storm, John C. Reilly, Mark Wahlberg, Drowning Mona, Danny DeVito, Bette Midler, Armageddon. See, I told you. Jody, there we go. Matthew McConaughey, Tropic Thunder. I knew we'd get there. Tom Cruise, Live, Die, Repeat, also known as Edge of Tomorrow or vice versa. Emily Blunt, A Quiet Place. Okay, it's not the fastest route, but we take those. I knew we'd get there. Shortest route, Will Arnett, Brief Interviews with Hideous Men, John Krasinski, A Quiet Place, also known as the Cheaters route. Steve Carell was in The Office. Yeah, The Office isn't a movie. The show, the game is not called movie to TV show to movie. Movie to not movie. That would have been a better joke. Val Kilmer to Top Gun? Okay, that makes way more sense. Oh, it's just in case you didn't know? Wait, who did Steve Carell play in The Office? I think I would have known him. He's one of my favorite actors. I recognize this. This is Siphon Filter 2. Nope. It takes place in New York City. This looks like Crackdown. I can't believe it's not Crackdown. Hive Genetic Material. Earth Defense Force. Action open world. Is this prototype? I can't spell. It is prototype. All I knew is prototype is a game where you are a guy who has like a symbiote suit on. That's all I know about it. I always get it confused with Infamous. What's he doing to that guy? Well, looks like he's about to be recalled by the Consumer Standards Commission of the United States. Guess the game? I know this game. Is this a sponsored post? This is Potion Craft. It's a good game. I'm a little surprised it has the notoriety to be in Gamedle, but I'll take it. Guess the game from the artwork? I mean, this is Animal Crossing. New Horizons? It's okay. And then hang on, I'm just waiting for the advertisement. Okay, there we go. Dark Souls 2. Third person, more recent. Destiny. Is Destiny third person? It's first person and third person. Okay. Okay. What the fuck? Destiny is always like my go-to guess when it's a third person game that's relatively recent. If it's first person and relatively recent, I always go like Borderlands. And then usually I just guess Super Mario All-Stars 10 times if those don't work out. Wow, that was the easiest game of all time. But it's first person? Apparently it's also third person. I don't know what to tell you. One word comedy drama from 2010 that is well liked. This is Cyrus. Oh, I thought for sure. It's 2010. It was well liked. Jonah Hill, John C. Reilly, Catherine Keener. A simple story of coming of age and the bitter failings of hero worship that succeeds thanks to the impressive skills of its young star. I don't know it right now. I don't. It's about parental neglect, balancing eccentric characters, a 1980s setting, child-drawn animation, and Maori-inflected restagings of Michael Jackson videos with the painful consequences of parental neglect. I am fucked. Taika Waititi has reached into his past for a story that belongs to him alone. What is Michael, but not the one where John Travolta's an angel? What is Moonwalkers? Possesses the offbeat charm associated with New Zealand film, but is fully capable of drawing the viewer in emotionally. I don't know. Boy, that makes sense. Chiblee? No, there's no way he's here. It's just New Zealand mentioned. It's way too early. It's be like 5:45 a.m. for Chiblee, I think. Still Act 1. Almost threw me off my game. I can't believe we're on the third act of Chrono Photo already, though. I don't know where it is. I would say Europe. I don't know what it is. I'm going to say this is the Netherlands. Not that we need to know that, but can help provide some more context. And this looks like looks like the late 70s to me. Give me a 77. I don't know what it I don't know what it is, but I'll take my points. It's Washington, D.C. Some old ass cars. Horses on the road. A staggering amount of people and American flags. Is it possible that this is celebrating the end of the First World War in 1918? No. It's celebrating not being at war in 1913. Okay? This is presumably the funeral of Queen Elizabeth II. Which was in 2022. Maybe it must be Prince Philip then. I mean, I'm happy with my points, but like, well, the reason I chose Queen Elizabeth was because I was like, where is she? Maybe she's driving. She's in the Jeep. She's too busy. I don't know. I don't think that is true. This is Flojo, right? Flojo was a sprinter in the 1980s. Let's assume this is the 1988 was Winter Olympics, maybe. Let's assume this is the 1986 Olympics. This is 1988, motherfucker. Placing a flower into the... I mean, this cannot be anything but like the summer of love. This is 69. 67? I'll take my 4100. That's a good day in Chrono Photo. What opinion has got you like this? Dude, I can't handle it anymore. Which of these 9 things should never go on a burger? Are you crazy? You can never get rid of cheese. You can get rid of onion before you get rid of cheese. Are you crazy? You can never get rid of onion. I get rid of mustard easily. Flash forward 70 years. Beep. Beep. Do you have any regrets? This is your nurse talking. No regrets. My only regret is that I didn't argue hard enough for onion to stay on the hypothetical burger that the ChatGPT Twitter bot instigated an argument for to get as much rage bait as possible so it could sell me a little robot that gives blowjobs or something. I don't even know what that thing is. It goes... You've seen the picture. Anyway. Take me to Housel. Holy cow. You haven't seen the picture? You will see the picture. Or the GIF, I should say. I know that this is an optical illusion, but it looks like this is not... It looks like this is crooked. I don't mind it. I think it's a nice looking house. And then like this house is going to look exactly like this one in probably like 5 years, which is fine. But it does mean if you buy this place, get ready for like 2 years of like... Anyway. I do like it though. I like it. It certainly depends on where it is. I'll start you at a 2.5 million. I don't know. It's a little high. It's in Memphis. Subpoenaed in Memphis, sequestered in Texas. I think I got it backwards. Not an enormous fan of the interior design, honestly, but that's not what we're buying here necessarily. I mean, this place is a teardown. Let's take it down to 1. I think I might have gone a little bit out over my skis there. That's still too high. It's an attached townhome? Really? It's an attached teardown? I mean, sorry, an attached townhome? It didn't look like it was attached to anything. It's attached to the earth, obviously. It's an attached townhome. It's like a walk-up. It's like multiple houses are connected in sequence. You share a wall with your neighbor. But this definitely doesn't seem to share a wall, unless it just has like 2 houses inside of this house and you're only buying like 1/2 of it or something. So an apartment? Not really. Typically, I mean, there are exceptions. When I think of an apartment, I think of something that's typically 1 floor. Townhome is like it's like it's got the design of a detached house, but it is also connected to the house beside it. A condo? Typically in Canada, we use condo and apartment fairly interchangeably. If anything, I would just say that in the modern parlance, a condo is just an apartment, but you've accepted that you're going to live there instead of it being like a transitory thing. Like as soon as you decide that you're going to live in it for the rest of your life, it becomes a condo. Condos need to be rented? I think you guys are making it complicated. Apartment, condo. In my world, it's the same thing. Condo has its own entrance. I honestly, we need to get somebody on the case here. I think it's the same thing. It's like you're asking me, you know, whether it's a red pepper or a capsicum. I think it's the same thing. Townhouses have their own entrance. Yes. Yes, this is true. What is a condo? Let's learn something today. A condominium is an ownership regime in which a building is divided into multiple units that are either each separately owned or owned in common with exclusive rights of occupation by individual owners. That sounds like apartments to me. That sounds like you've described an apartment building. What's the difference between an apartment and a condo? An apartment is defined as a residence that's rented. Oh, so a condo becomes an apartment when the person living in the space has a mortgage. I get it. If you own to your landlord owns a condo. You're renting an apartment. They're the same space. I understand now. Anyway, that's too complicated. I still don't think that this is an attached townhome. I didn't see the attachment. It is? Show me the attachment. What is I guess the million. That was too high. Take me to 500. That's too low. Okay, we've established our bounds. I like this bedroom, dude. I know I said I didn't like the interior design. I like this bedroom. Oh man, that's a nice bedroom. I'm kind of into it. Take you to 650. I don't know what the property market is like in Memphis. Never mind. Yes, I do. It's just a nice looking bedroom, man. I can't explain why I liked it, but I just liked it. So in these games, you have to use in Time Guesser, you have to use context clues, I should say. This big of a lineup for a McDonald's. I mean, like if you saw this lineup at a Chick-fil-A, you would just be like, okay, this is California. But like at a McDonald's and with the flag, which you can see, this must be like the first McDonald's opened in the Soviet Union. It only makes sense. So I'm going to say that they probably got primo real estate just to rub it in their face. They were probably like a block and a half away from the Kremlin. And this must be like, I would put it, the Soviet Union fell. Like, I'm losing. Wait, I'm old. Soviet Union fell in the early 90s, right? It fell like around the same time as the Berlin Wall. So let's put this like 87. It was 1990. I should have gotten 1990. For some reason in my head, I was like, Soviet Union fell in like 1996. And then in my head, I was like, that can't be true. If that was true, I would remember more from 1996 than just the Atlanta Olympics. Okay, pretty good. 9,500, pretty good. Holy cow, these are little kids smoking pipes and cigarettes. What the hell? This is a 9-year-old. Okay. I mean, I'm going to say this is St. Louis, because all the signs say St. Louis Times. I know where St. Louis is. Come on. Probably near the Botanical Gardens. And this is like way back. I mean, kids were not smoking cigarettes and getting their photos taken. This has got to be like the 30s. This is actually crazy. It's even older. Okay, it's 1910. We were pretty close on the geography at least. Check the newspaper. It's a good point. I should have looked at the dude. He had the Gomez Adams cut. That's not a 1930 cut. This is a sack race. I'm just gonna say it. I don't know if you can see this guy's form here. Let me move myself a little bit. I think that's this is Kendall Roy from Succession. I haven't seen the show, but I know what Jeremy Strong looks like. Also, I feel like he's cheating. Everybody else is kind of jumping. This guy looks like he's just got it like tucked under his hips and is just walking. He just landed. I don't know. I just looking at the kinematics of it, I don't think he's doing it right. That's all I'm saying. But I think that this is Palestine. Which is like here. And I'm going to say this is 2018. It's Iraq. Iraqi boys hopped to the finish line during a potato sack race organized by the U.S. Marine Corps. All right. Could have been worse, honestly. There's a flag? Yeah, I don't know every flag on planet Earth. Also, like, I'd never been to a Toby Keith concert. So, like, American history from, like, the year 2000 to 2010 is not 100% as locked in as it is for a lot of people who had their formative years during that period in the American Midwest, okay? I'm not from your country. Now, if you showed me Sum 41's Derek Whibley screaming on stage, I would be, bro, that's SARS stock 2002. But they don't put too much Canadian culture into these because the Americans would get mad. They would be like, what the hell? Only 80% of the photos were in my country. This isn't fair. This is a motorcycle race in the United Kingdom somewhere. I'm going to say this is in the relative north of England. Put me up near Nottingham Forest. Maybe near the Lincolnshire Wolds area of outstanding natural beauty. And then this is like 1949. It's 1936 on the Isle of Man. The Isle of Man, Titi? You were 13 years off? I'm still pretty proud of that guess, given the circumstances. I feel like these are the bald people who give bald people a bad name. This is... AB is like Sweden. So I'm going to say that this is... Wait, but this doesn't look Swedish. This looks Dutch again. And that looks Dutch. Or Danish. No, let's not do this again. AB is like so... It's Nordic. I feel comfortable saying it's Nordic. The font is like, it's more Danish to me based on my GeoGuessr. I'm going to say it's Copenhagen. And a couple lads in the back dressed like Joe Strummer. Let's say this is 1975 Copenhagen. 10 years off. It was Sweden. It was 1985. Extremely famous photo. Oh, it's famous? Explain how I've never seen it before then. It's 34,939. Not the best. It's a lady hitting a Nazi. Yeah, I can read, and also I have eyes. I could infer that. It's like you're trying to explain to me that Puss in Boots: The Last Wish has the most realistic depiction of a panic attack in cinematic history. Bro, I have eyes. I saw it for myself. Save your explanations about the street signs. It's not to be rude. I simply will not remember. Your keyboard has a limited number of keystrokes before it reaches the end of its life. You are casting them into the void. Home Alone ass house. Cute house? What do you mean cute house? This shit is like 4,000 square feet. It's like calling the Incredible Hulk a cute superhero. Cute house, bro. It's the size of 4 normal houses. Hey, Mr. Ofish, thanks for the gifted subscriptions. Thank you. It's not 4,000, but it's... I say it's 2,800 plus at a... No, I think it's 3,200 plus at a minimum. Start the bidding at 1.5 million just because I don't know where it is. That's too high. It's in Marietta, Georgia. Start the bidding at 500,000. It's higher than that, okay? Well, you know what? Why don't you take me to 800,000? Higher than that. Okay, well, I'm sorry I underestimated you. Why don't you take me to 1 million? It's built in 1986. We're going a little lower than that. Why don't you take me to 900,000? I mean, you know how this goes at this point. A little higher than that. 4,000 square feet. 4,000 square feet. Pretty good, Fokker. Pretty good. That means we get bonus points for guessing the square footage within 10%. I'm going to take a really risky guess of 950. Probably take it down to 925 after that. He's crazy. It's a nice looking house. Holy cow. It's just a garden hose outside. Don't freak out. Okay, and travel. Today I'd like to go from Uganda to South Korea. Bro, half the stream is dulls? Nope. Typically I would say like 20 to 25%. Okay, and we have to take like land borders. Okay, it's not that hard. It's not as hard as you would think. I think. Full screen me. I just have to get to Egypt, and then I can do it. It's like Uganda. Let me get Egypt out there just to see how we get there, okay? So we're going to go Uganda to... Ethiopia is going to be involved here. Sudan's going to be involved. And okay, we didn't need Ethiopia. That's fine. But we're going to put South Sudan in there. Okay, now we've made our connection to Egypt. From Egypt, we're going to go to Israel. Then we're going to go to... I would like to take the path into Turkey. Well, we get 15 guesses. You could go... Actually, you know what? Now that I think about it, we could go like around the Arabian Peninsula to like Iran, to India. India gets you to China, North Korea, South Korea. You have to connect via North Korea at some point. You know what? Let's start working in the other direction. We'll go North Korea, and we'll see if we can meet in the middle. North Korea is going to open up China for us here. China then is going to match with... It's really whether you want to go like Turkey into Russia or China into India around the Arabian Peninsula. And right now, I just feel more comfortable. I mean, Turkey to Russia doesn't seem hard. Neither does China, India to Israel, though. Like, I think we could go India. Starting to think I probably should have gone Russia. Put Iran in there. It's a very large country. Pakistan. Okay, great. That's very nice. We're going to go Israel to Syria. Iraq? He's crazy. We're actually like out of control. That for such a large geographical distance, that was a good one. We had 3 suboptimal steps. Is it faster? Yeah, I guess it's faster to go Russia, Azerbaijan than China. I guess you don't need to do China, India. You do China, Pakistan. Yeah, okay. Russia also borders North Korea. Oh, so it. Excuse me, a magnifying glass, please? Can I get a magnifying glass? I think you're right. It's hard to tell, but I think you're right. It's monthly penis inspection day. Zip up. Pathetic. I'm still proud of myself.